So I just got done watching The Iron Lung. Was it good? Absolutely. Yeah, I do think it was good. And I do recommend, especially if you're a fan of Markiplier and cosmic horror, H.P. Lovecraft type vibes, you're going to like this movie a lot. Overall, I give it a 7 out of 10. So the movie was entirely self funded by Markiplier himself. And if you don't know who Markiplier is, he's a famous YouTuber. He's most known for his video game playthroughs, and I grew up watching them. A lot of people have grown up watching them, and I think that's what led to this movie being as big as it's gotten, and over this debut weekend. So the budget, it was a little bit less than $3 million, and it made over $18 million. Mind you, the movie was funded by Markiplier himself. He wrote, directed, produced, edited, and starred in this film. And on the opening weekend, took the $3 million and turned it into $18 million, which is huge. That's an insanely successful box office opening weekend. Awesome. So on its release day, it held the number one spot for movies in America and is currently sitting at number 2. And the movie is based on a video game of the same name. So it's based off the video game The Iron Lung, and it was made and released in 2022 by David Szymanski. And Markiplier actually got with David Szymanski on this. He got with the creator of the original game and leaned on him heavily with the writing for this film. He wanted to stay true to the source material, and he wanted the creator, David Szymanski, he wanted the approval from him and the go-ahead, which he got. And together, I think they made something really special. Quick plot summary for those of you who don't know. I thought it was going to be about polio when I heard that a movie called The Iron Lung was coming out. So to rest assured, it's not about polio. It's set in a post-apocalyptic, futuristic universe. The calamity called the Silent Rapture has left the universe plunged into cold darkness, with all the stars in the sky being mysteriously extinguished and all habitable planets erased from existence. The last vestiges of the human race are located on a desolate moon covered in an ocean of blood. In this setting, we see a prisoner sent into the bloody waters to retrieve valuable intelligence that may help them better understand the origins of the apocalypse. So as the plot summary kind of indicates, this movie was super H.P. Lovecraftian. There's a lot of cosmic horror aspects in it, and I love that genre. So if you're a fan of cosmic horror and you like that eldritch kind of feel, I think you're going to be a fan of this film. Fun fact with it, it broke the record for the bloodiest movie of all time. And as it should, right? The movie takes place on a moon where it's covered in this massive ocean of blood. So I'd be concerned if it wasn't even at least in the running for that. But overall, the movie was exciting. It was super visceral. Like I said, super bloody. It was stressful. And these are all things I love to see in a horror movie. Aside from the glaze, the game is a slow burn, and just like the game, the movie also feels like a slower burn, which not everybody would be a fan of. So really it's broken into two halves. The first half, a prisoner, he's put into this submarine, the Iron Lung. He's sent under the ocean of blood, and he's just told, hey, go find things. Go take pictures down there. Go find something for the scientists back here above the ocean to research. And he's really confused, as anybody would be. The submarine, it's not super easy to navigate under the waters, and really he's just relying on some very basic controls, and the only way he can see off the submarine is with X-ray pictures. And he has to get up from his seat, go to the back of the sub, click a button to take a picture, look and observe at what's around him, and then based off that, he has to be able to navigate under the water. So it does feel like it kind of slogs along a little bit at some points, and that's really just for the first half. The second half is when the movie really takes off, and we get a taste at what the creator of this video game, of what Markiplier, what they really feel like the universe should be. And it's insane. The second half is great. It's very exciting. It's very mind-bending. But yes, there was the slower first half, and some of the line deliveries did feel a little bit weak. It wasn't enough to actually bring me, out of the movie. Like, I stayed invested in it, so it wasn't the biggest deal. But I didn't hate it either. Like, the really all you need to do, if the movie went from 2 hours to an hour and a half, I think it would have been a little better for the pacing. but also it might have been purposeful because with that slow burn, it had me more curious as to what was going to happen in the future. So if you like Eldritch Horror, if you're a fan of Markiplier, or you're both, and I definitely think that you're going to enjoy. And also, it's just a break from what Hollywood's been putting out for quite a while. Everybody always says there's no good movies coming out, there's nothing new, nothing fresh. Well, this movie is something new, and it's something fresh, and it is a smaller budget. I mean, Markiplier paid for it out of pocket, wrote it, produced it, pushed this thing out into movie theaters across America, and it's holding the number one spot. So I think it kicks ass, and I recommend it. I think you'll like it. And those are my thoughts. I'm gonna see you on the next one.